morning, Washington. I'm fuzzy. Man, this is hard to focus this thing. Let me focus it on my space painting there. Let's see. It's hard to get this lens is like, I can't get it focused right. Is that better? Yeah, it looks awful, doesn't it? Let's try this. Let's see. Let's focus it over there. Let's get the media center. We'll turn this knob. See, it just gets fuzzier. And is that clear? I don't know. But anyhow, there we are. Hi, everybody. It's Dave TV. This is Dave. Hi. Hi for the 29th of November, 2011. You know, I bitch a lot about the Washington Post. And, you know, the Post has never been as good a newspaper as the New York Times. The New York Times has always been, I think, the best newspaper in the United States of America. Okay? I've always thought that. It's written better, it's edited better, it's designed better, it's always been a better paper. And so anyhow, you know, you look at where the Washington Post is, and the Washington Post has always been a pretty good paper. I mean, when you look at papers in other cities, even the Post, with all of its faults, is still a pretty good paper. But I've been noticing lately, you know, there's always been a gap between the New York Times up here and the Washington Post here, and then a lot of your other papers like the Sun down here. I've always noticed that it seems to me lately that the gap between the New York Times and the Post is actually getting bigger. That the New York Times, I think, is still a really good paper. The Washington Post is falling. It's not edited as well. The design isn't as well. The news coverage isn't as well. It's kind of mediocre these days. And in fact, the Wall Street Journal now, I think, in many respects, is a better newspaper than the Post. So you have the New York Times, I think, which is the best paper in the country, the Wall Street Journal, which is second best, and the Post, which is down there somewhere around third. That's what I would say. Maybe, you know, I don't think USA Today is as good a paper as it used to be. I'd maybe put that down around fourth or fifth. I don't know. But certainly the Post. You know, look at the Post today. Just look at it. Look at the style section. Big picture. Look at the health and science section. Same place on the page. Big picture. Look at the sports section today. Big picture. I mean, big, you know, almost in the exact same place. What's up with that? It's just, is that the new style now? Big picture that takes up a third of the page, halfway down, right over with the fold there. I mean, that's just kind of stupid. Again, it tells me there's not enough copy to fill the paper. You know, the style section, again, you read it. There's just nothing interesting in it. It's boring. You know, they fluff out. They take the stupid gossip column and they just pad it out with all these pictures so that just a little tiny bit of text and a little bit of information actually takes up more than half a broadsheet page. It's lazy. You know, this was wasted space with all those movie listings. And who's going to go to the movies on a Tuesday? Do we really need a whole broadsheet page of movie listings on a Tuesday? And, you know, and then Lisa DeMaray's column, which is, you know, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. It doesn't matter. If big news happens while Lisa's away or wherever she is, you just don't get it. I mean, you go to Nikki Thinks Dateline Hollywood and get, you know, news. You can go to tvbythenumbers.com and you can get the ratings. Why do you need this on again, off again column from Lisa? You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, Lisa, when she's around to write it, is good, but she's not there half the time, and you don't, you know, it's like there's nothing today. You know, there's big news over the weekend in terms of ratings and stuff. Lisa isn't there to write it, so, you know, the hell with it. She'll get around to write some little dippy thing. I don't know. The whole mentality of the paper is screwed up these days. It just is. All right, folks. I was cleaning out. I have, for whatever reason, I have been designated the family memorabilia collector. And I've got a closet full of boxes full of family memorabilia. And I was going through it the other day. My mom used to collect these brass animals. We used to give them to her for birthday and stuff. She just loved them. And this is what I got her one year. I just thought this would be funny. Two pigs having some fun there. I found that in the I remember, I don't know what year I gave this to Mom, somewhere back in the 90s, but she has the nice little collection of brass animals, and I saw this in the store, and I thought, Mom would really like it. Actually, she really did like that, and it always got a lot of laughs. Of course, some of my other characters that I really liked, too, are the octopus, which I got her one year. I always wanted to get her some odd animals, instead of like a little raccoon or a cutesy little squirrel. And then, of course, the snake. The snake. Snake. I've named this thing Betsy. It's named Betsy. Betsy the snake. Snake. No link for thieves. I was also going through some memorabilia the other day, and I found a whole bunch of we used to get, I don't get too many anymore, but people used to be in the Christmas spirit a lot more than they are now, at least in the media business. And I used to get quite a lot of Christmas cards from people, from local TVs and radio stations. And I had them piled up in the pot, I don't know, this was 2005, so this is like 6 years ago. But I remember getting a Christmas card from Channel 2 there, WMAR TV in Baltimore. Love the site. Thanks for keeping us up to date. Please keep up the good work. We appreciate it. So actually, they're Channel 2. This was 2005. And this was nice. Okay, this is from Morris Jones. Morris always sends me a really cool Christmas card or a Christmas letter or whatever. And this was what he sent me a couple years ago. You can now see him on News Channel 8, by the way. And, of course, a WTOP Christmas card I got a couple years ago. When the weather outside is frightful, warmest wishes for a safe and happy holiday season, WTOP. And this was back when they were on 1500, 820, 1077, and 1043. So, very cool there. This was the WTOP radio network pre the demise of WGMS on 1035. And one of my really good Buddy Reiser there. Remember, he did this really cool Vegas radio there on 1520 for a couple years. Got a nice Christmas card from him. Here's to a swinging holiday and happening New Year. Again, this was like from 05 or something. Oh, look at that. There's Buddy. Buddy in the Santa suit there. He's a longtime DC 101 and 98 rock veteran. Cool guy. I had lunch with him a couple years ago, 2 years ago maybe, and he's lost a lot of weight. There was no padding there for that Santa suit, but he'll need some today if he wants to do that again. And then, of course, this is a scaled-down WTOP Christmas postcard sent, I guess, a couple years ago because it's got the 1035 on it. 1035 and 820. This is back, I guess, this must have been 07 or something because there's no 1077 on it. That was that infamous Washington Post radio. So, anyhow, some nice Christmas memories there. And a few other memories I dug up. Somebody had sent me this little pad here, a little notepad from WGMS. Remember they were the longtime occupant of 1035 there for many years. And, of course, speaking of the devil there's Washington Post Radio, 103, 1077 and 1580 from, what did this last, about a year, maybe a year and a half there from 07 into 08. The Washington Post. I really think this could have been a success if they had broadened it out and made it more than just a talk station. If they had put music on it, if they could have had talk shows on it, but they should have made it a full, it's like maybe like a full NPR type station with music and jazz and it's stuff that you can't hear on the regular radio, maybe some progressive rock late at night and some jazz on it and some soul oldies and some talk shows in the morning and afternoon. If they had padded it out like the Washington Post paper version with a full range of stuff, not just a traditional news talk format, I really think it might have succeeded. And it gave it a little more time. And I'm also looking here, the 1966. This is the 1966 TV coverage team for the Washington Senators. See that? Isn't that cool? John McLean, and Dan Daniels enter their 6th season as Senators play-by-play announcers. Wow. Daniels from Americus, Georgia. That was a student announcer at the University of Florida, worked in Orlando. Then he joined WTOP in 1956. He and his wife, Jinx, live in Bethesda, Maryland. Mr. McLean from Massachusetts. Then he came down here and did the Army-Navy football games, Baltimore Colts football games, University of Maryland football games. Lives in Baltimore with his wife Donna and their 3 kids. Okay. Oh, look at that! I'm gonna have to get this thing, the focus fixed on this friggin' thing. Because look at that. This is from 1966. Senators, and look at that dude. Look at that. Warner Wolf, WTO. Warner Wolf, WTOP. Look at him. He looks like he's about 12 there. That is Warner Wolf. Let me see if I can get. Let me see. I gotta get this thing focused. If I can get this thing focused, let's see if I can get how close a focus I can get. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's try this. Let's see how close we can get that focus. Okay, there we go. There's Warner Wolf. Look at him. WTOP. Wow. Joe Pellegrino, WRC there for the Senators. Ray Michael. Ray Michael. Father of George Michael? I don't know. I doubt it. WRC. Look at that. Blast from the past. Bill Colgan, WTOP. I remember Jim Simpson. Yeah, Jim Simpson at NBC. Oh, look at that. Jim Gibbons. And Steve Gilmartin on WMAL radio. And then we go down here. We have, oh, look at Maury Povich. Look at Maury Povich, WWDC radio. And Nat Albright. Nat Albright. WMAL radio there. Look at Maury. Poor old Maury. What his career has come to. Throwing chairs on television. And Mal Campbell there. Wasn't he the... Did they name the station after him? WMAL? Mal Campbell. And the late, great Ellie Gallagher on WTOP. And Bill Malone there on WMAL. What is this? The Senators. I got this is all on a Senators page. Oh my God, I'm out of focus. Anybody ever see that Woody Allen movie with Robin Williams? I forget the name of it. Where Robin Williams gets out of focus. Crazy movie. All right, folks. That's Dave TV for today. Thought we'd just focus on some memories. Have a great one. So there.